For now, let's take you to Limpopo, where the state and defense lawyers are expected to go head-to-head today in the sentencing proceedings of Aubrey Manaka. He pleaded guilty to robbing, raping and murdering Capricorn TVET College student Precious Ramabulana and told the court that he was scared that she would demise him if he dared propose love to her. Newzroom Africa's Mnisi has been watching this story. He joins us now live from that province. And Linda, perhaps before we look ahead, let's take a few steps back. Quite a few jaw-dropping moments in court yesterday.
Absolutely, Ayanda, and one did not expect, especially looking at the number of witnesses that the state had lined up to participate in this matter early before proceedings were hearing, that the state has decided to withdraw the case of the 4-year-old who was allegedly raped by Aubrey Manaka in 2014, saying that there are new developments to that case and therefore they will not be going ahead, they will withdraw. So certainly then we expected that the proceedings would then start, but we were then told that Aubrey Manaka would be pleading guilty, and you would have heard yesterday when all those charges were read out to him pleading guilty and then giving a very detailed account of what happened. He said the first time he saw Precious Ramabulana, was in September 2019, where he had been visiting his aunt. His aunt lived in the same area as Precious, and that's where he liked her. And in November, after a couple of drinks at a local tavern that he usually goes to, he decided to go, and he says his initial intention was to propose love to her, but when he got there, he found himself breaking into her student residence. He stabbed her multiple times, and he said he stabbed her because he wanted to overpower her. She was scared and wouldn't let him talk. So, excuse me, he stabbed her multiple times and then started raping her. After that, he also admits to robbing her and taking her cell phone, which is her property. The state has, of course, confirmed that one of the cell phones do belong to Precious Ramabulana. He said he wanted to propose love to her, but he was scared that if he did, she would dismiss him.
That's really, really chilling details. Linda, how is that information likely to feed into sentencing proceedings we're expecting later today?
You'll remember he's charged with murder. So in this case, one might think that the state as well as the defense couldn't really agree on the sentencing here, and that is why they're looking to the court to settle this matter. So they'll be looking to the court, but that also involves the process of mitigation and aggravation of sentence. So hence they'll go head-to-head today arguing for sentence. Aubrey Manaka has asked for forgiveness from the Ramabulana family, but they say that they were not convinced by his demeanor. They, in fact, want him to stay long or spend the rest of his life behind bars. He's also pleaded with the court for mercy. So then it gives you an indication that they want perhaps the court to deviate from the minimum sentence. It's what perhaps we'll be hearing today if one looks at him asking and pleading for mercy from the court. But of course, the state is going for a full-on sentence. It wants him to go spend the rest of his life behind bars, as of course per the request by the family, but also, as prescribed by the law. We also had an opportunity, Ayanda, to speak to some of the students who the day before had been pleading with him to save everybody time and the state's resources, really, by just pleading guilty. And they say they're quite pleased that he heeded their call.
Mnisi, live to us there from Limpopo. As soon as those sentencing proceedings begin, of course, we'll bring them to you live here on Newzroom Africa, Channel 405.